Hello everybody, this is Refresh, and I'm here to bring you a battle between two Innistrad Midnight Hunt sealed decks and the Face the Hydra challenge deck from Theros. On the left we have an Izzet deck, and on the right we have a Simic deck. You can see the deck builds for these two decks in the links in the description box below. We'll be playing two games, first on normal difficulty with 3 Hydra heads, and then on hard mode. And for these games, we'll be using 2 hero cards. The first one is the Harvester, which says tap, draw a card, then discard a card. And then the Warrior, which says tap target creature you control gains haste until end of turn. Since I only have 1 copy of each of these cards, we'll be using them for both decks simultaneously. Go ahead and get started by drawing our opening hands. Izzet draws a Stormrider Spirit, Evolving Wilds, Stolen Vitality, Island, Mountain, Island, and Geistflame Reservoir. This is a fairly slow hand, but I think I'm just going to have to keep it. Then we have an Island, a Candlelit Cavalry, a Sludge Monster, a Forest, and Slogurk the Overslime. I don't love this hand, but I think we can keep it because we have our colors and we have things that we can do at 3. And so I think we'll just have to try to make this work. Because this is multiplayer, we'll draw for our opening turn. Izzet draws a Shipwreck Sifters. Simic draws a Revenge of the Drowned. Simic will play the Island. Izzet will play an Island. There's nothing we can cast, so we'll pass to the Hydra. Hydra casts a Ravenous Broodhead. It's a 0/6 Elite Head, and when it leaves the battlefield, each player gains 2 life and draws a card. We'll take 5 damage apiece to go down to 15 each. At the end of the turn, we'll use the Harvester. Izzet draws a Festival Crasher. We'll discard the Stormrider Spirits. Simic draws a Tireless Hauler, and we will discard a Forest. Izzet draws a Mountain. Simic draws a Harvesttide Sentry. Simic will play a Forest. Izzet will play a Mountain. We'll tap these 2, and we will cast the Festival Crasher. This is a 1/3 Devil, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, it gains +2/+0 until end of turn. Over here, we'll tap these 2 and cast the Harvesttide Sentry. This is a 3/1 Human Warrior, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, it can't be blocked by creatures power 2 or less this turn. We'll use our Warrior to give the 2 new creatures haste, and we'll swing with the Sentry against one of the Hydra heads. That'll defeat the 0/3 head, and when it leaves the battlefield, each player will gain 2 life. We'll reveal 2 cards to see if there are any new heads. There's 1 new Hydra head. We'll gain 2 life apiece to go up to 17 each. Then we'll pass the turn to the Hydra. The Hydra casts Distract the Hydra. Each player may sacrifice a creature. Each player who sacrificed a creature this way chooses a head and taps it. Each player who didn't sacrifice a creature loses 3 life. I think we can afford to lose a life right now. So we will lose 3 life plus an additional 5 that we're taking damage from, and we will go down to 9 each. At the end of the turn, we'll use the Harvester. Izzet draws a Famished Foragers, and we will discard the Shipwreck Sifters. Simic draws a Howl of the Hunt, and we will discard the Howl of the Hunt. Izzet draws a Puppet Stitcher. Simic draws a Geist Wave. Simic will play a Forest. Izzet will play a Island. Izzet will tap 3 and cast the Puppet Stitcher. This is a 2/3 Human Wizard, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more creature tokens, you may transform it. Simic will tap out and cast Slogurk the Overslime. This is a 3/3 Legendary Ooze with Trample, and whenever a land card is put into your graveyard from anywhere, put a +1/+1 counter on Slogurk. Remove 3 +1/+1 counters from Slogurk to return it to your hand, and when it leaves the battlefield, return up to 3 target land cards from your graveyard to your hand. Go ahead and give both of the new creatures haste again, and we'll swing these 2 at the Ravenous Broodhead and these 2 at one of the Hydra heads. So defeat both. We'll reveal 4 cards to see if there are any new heads. We have a Snapping Fang head. This is a 0/8 Elite head. At the beginning of the Hydra's end step, it deals 1 damage to each player. And when it leaves the battlefield, each player gains 4 life and draws a card. as well as another Ravenous Broodhead. We'll gain 4 life apiece to go up to 13 each. Izzet draws a mountain. Simic draws an island. We don't have anything else we can do, so we'll pass the turn. Hydra plays a Hydra head. We'll be taking 8 damage apiece to go down to 5 each. At the end of the turn, we'll use the Harvester. Izzet draws a Revenge of the Drowned, and we'll discard the Evolving Wilds. Simic draws an island, and we will discard the Tireless Hauler. Izzet draws a mountain. Simic draws a Bounding Wolf. We'll play another island here, play another mountain here. I think we just need a max damage here. So we'll spend 4 mana here and cast the Famished Foragers. It's a 4/3 vampire, and when it enters the battlefield, if an opponent lost life this turn, add 3 red. And for 2 and a red, discard a card to draw a card. I think we'll spend 3 here. Cast a Bounding Wolf. This is a 3/2 wolf with flash and reach. We'll tap the warrior to give each of the new creatures haste. We'll swing the Famished Foragers, the Festival Crashers, and the Bounding Wolf into the Snapping Fang Head. And Slogurk and the Harvesthead Sentry will go after the Ravaging Broodhead. We'll reveal 4 cards to see if there are any new heads. Then we'll gain 6 life apiece to go to 11. Izzet draws an island. Simic draws a Clear Shot. Then we'll pass to the Hydra. The Hydra draws a Shrieking Titan head. There's a 0/8 elite head. At the beginning of the Hydra's end step, each player discards a card, and when it leaves the battlefield, each player gains 4 life and draws a card. When we get to the end step, so each player will discard a card. Izzet will discard a mountain. Simic will discard the Revenge of the Drowned. We'll take 5 damage each to go down to 6. We'll use the Harvester. Izzet draws a Storm Skrillex, and we'll discard the Revenge of the Drowned. Simic draws an island, and we will discard the island. This will add a counter to the Slogurk. And then we'll pass the turn. Izzet draws a mountain. Simic draws a forest. Play a forest. Play an island. We'll spend 5 mana here. Cast the Candlelit Cavalry. This is a 5/5 human knight. At the beginning of your turn, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, it gains trample until end of turn. Spend 5 here to play the Storm Skrillex. This is a 2/4 Drake Horror with flying. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. And whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, it gets +2/+7 until end of turn. We'll use the warrior to give each of the new creatures haste and go swinging. We'll take the Foragers and the Slogurk into the Shrieking Titan head. The Sentry and the Bounding Wolf will take out 1 of the Hydra heads each, and we will have the Candlelit Cavalry finish the other one off. That clears the board. We'll reveal 8 cards to see if there are any new heads. We'll gain 10 life apiece to go to 16 each. Izzet draws a Galvanic Iteration. Simic draws a Nibelgast Intruder. And then we will pass to the Hydra. The Hydra casts Distract the Hydra. We will decline to sacrifice because we don't really need to at this point. We'll lose 3 life and then take an additional 1 to go down to 12 each. And then in turn we'll use the Harvester. Izzet draws a Burn the Accursed, and we will discard a mountain. Simic draws a Locked in the Cemetery, which we will immediately discard. Izzet draws an island. Simic draws a Hound Tamer. We'll play an island over here, and we'll play a mountain over here. Let's just go attack with the Harvesthead Sentry to remove the last Hydra head. We'll reveal 2 cards to see if there are any new heads. There are none, and so the Innistrad Midnight Hunt Seal decks defeat the Hydra on normal difficulty. We'll be right back for hard mode. Alright, we're back for hard mode with 4 Hydra heads on the battlefield. We'll go ahead and draw our opening hands. Izzet draws a Fangblade Brigand, Mountain, Galvanic Iteration, Island, Fading Hope, Island, and Famished Foragers. This is an acceptable opening hand. Simic draws a Forest, Guilddrifter, Island, Forest, Island, Island, and Eccentric Farmer. It's a little slow, but I guess we can make this work. Izzet draws a Stormrider Spirit. Simic draws a Burly Breaker, and we'll go ahead and get started. Izzet will play a island. Simic will play an island. If we have nothing else we can do, we'll pass to the Hydra. Hydra casts Distract the Hydra. We cannot sacrifice, so we're going to lose 3 plus another 4 damage, going down to 13 each. At the end of the turn, we'll use the Harvester. As it draws a Shipwreck Sifters, and we will discard the Famished Foragers. Simic draws an island, and we'll discard an island. As it draws an Arcane Infusion, Simic draws a Shadow Beast Sighting. Simic will play a Forest. As it will play a Mountain. As it will tap both and will play a Shipwreck Sifters. This is a 1/2 Spirit, and when it enters the battlefield, draw a card, then discard a card. Whenever you discard a Spirit card or a card with Disturb, put a +1/+1 counter on Sifters. We'll draw a Voldaren Ambusher, and we will discard the Stormrider Spirit. That'll put a counter on the Sifters. We don't have any plays for Simic. We don't have enough power to defeat any of the heads right now, and so we will pass the turn. We get a Ravenous Brute head here. We'll take an assembled 6 damage to go down to 7 each. If you lose the Harvester, as it draws a Geist Wave, and we'll discard a Voldaren Ambusher. Simic draws a Forest, and we will discard the Gale Drifter. As it draws a Festival Crasher, and Simic draws a Forest. Simic will play a Forest, as it will play an Island. We'll tap 3 here and cast the Eccentric Farmer. This is a 2/3 human peasant, and when it enters the battlefield, mill 3 cards, and then you may return a land from your graveyard to your hand. You mill a Harvesttide Sentry, a Bounding Wolf, and a Sludge Monster. We will return the island back into our hand. Over here, we'll tap 2 and cast the Festival Crasher. We will use the Warrior to give the 2 new creatures haste, and then we'll tap an island to cast Fading Hope. This is a instant return target creature to its owner's hand. If the mana value is 3 or less, scry 1 will return the Ravenous Brute head. We'll reveal 2 cards to see if there are any new land heads. We have the Shrieking Titan head again. The trigger hits the Festival Crasher, and so the Crasher will become a 3/3. We can't take out the Shrieking Titan head this turn, and so we're going to just swing into one of the heads with the 2 smaller creatures and one of the heads with the Festival Crasher. We'll reveal 4 cards to see if there are any new heads. Then we will gain 4 life each to go up to 11. We'll pass to the Hydra. Hydra casts Hydra's Impenetrable Hide. Each head gains indestructible until the end of the Hydra's next turn. We'll all be forced to discard, and so Izzet will discard the Arcane Infusion. Simic will discard an island. We'll use the Harvester. Izzet draws a Baithook Angler, and we'll discard the Angler. That will give the counter to the Sifters. Simic will draw an Otherworldly Gaze, and we will discard the Otherworldly Gaze. Izzet draws an island. Simic draws a Nibelgast Intruder. Simic will play an island. Izzet will play an island, and while we cannot deal damage, defeat the heads in combat, we can cast Galvanic Iteration. This is an instant. It says, when you cast your next instant or sorcery this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. And then we'll spend 2 more mana to cast Geist Wave. This is a instant. Return target non-land permanent you to its owner's hand. If you control that permanent, draw a card. We will target 2 heads to bounce the Shrieking Titan head and a Hydra head. We'll reveal 4 cards to see if there are any new heads. No new heads. And then we will gain 6 life apiece to go up to 17 each. As it draws a mountain, and Simic will draw a island. We'll spend 4 mana here and to cast the Shadow Beast Sighting. This is a sorcery, a 4/4 green beast creature token. It's flashback 6 in green. There's no point in attacking because we can't defeat these creatures in combat, so we will pass the turn here. The Hydra casts Nectangle. If there are 5 or more heads on the battlefield, tap 2 of them and they don't untap during the Hydra's next untap step. Otherwise, reveal the top card of the Hydra's library. The Hydra casts that card. Then we have a Torn Between Heads. Tap up to 2 heads. They don't untap during the Hydra's next untap step. It deals 5 damage to each player. We'll take 5 each to go down to 12. At the end of the turn, we'll use the Harvester. Is it draws a mountain, discards a mountain. Simic draws a Revenge of the Drowned, and we'll discard the Revenge of the Drowned. Is it draws a Revenge of the Drowned. Simic draws a forest. We'll play the forest over here and a mountain over here. We'll spend 4 mana and cast the Fanged Blade Brigand. This is a 3/4 human werewolf with 1 and red. It gains +1/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn, and it's day bound. It's now day. We'll also spend 5 mana over here, and we'll cast the Burly Breaker. This is a 6/5 human werewolf with ward 1 and day bound. Go ahead and tap the warrior to give the new creatures haste, and we don't need much to defeat these creatures, so we'll swing in with a beast and the Shipwreck Sifters and defeat the 2 heads. We'll reveal 4 cards to see if there are any new heads. No new heads, and so the Innistrad Midnight Hunt sealed decks defeat the Hydra in straight sets with not too much difficulty. Let me know what you thought about the games in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more of my videos, you can hit subscribe. This is Refresh. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.